not going to talk about winning national championships. We're not defending anything. We're attacking the rest of the country. Defending means somebody's trying to take something away from you. Nobody's going to come and take our trophy out of our trophy case. That's ours. You guys won it last year.
It's another perfect ending for UConn. The 2014 national champions. UConn sweeps the men's and women's finals for the second time. Their pursuit of perfection is complete. And once again, Storrs, Connecticut is the center of the college basketball universe. Geno Auriemma has broken the tie with Pat Summitt. He now has 9.
What happens, it's going to have no bearing whatsoever on my life, personal, professional, or anything else. It'll just give everybody more to talk about. Hey, you know, you choked, you had the best team, and you didn't win it. Or, hey, you know, that guy won 10 national championships. Yeah, but he ain't John Wooden. At this point, you know, in my life, what Stewie and the other guys think about me is a lot more important than what anybody else thinks about me. Kay was open for an hour and a half and nobody saw her. How's that possible? How's the best shooter in the country open for an hour and a half and nobody saw her? The same things I was complaining about with some guys in November is the same thing that's going on today. It's just that whole my bad. It's okay for me to screw it up over and over again, Coach. As long as I say my bad, that means I know I screwed it up. And I'm actually going to screw it up again. I just want you to know that. You just got to create a sense of urgency that this time of the year, you say that enough times during the course of a game, and your next game is going to be next November.
Selection Monday. We're waiting for the selection show.
I'm so excited!
Who we're gonna play, what the bracket's gonna look like.
Viewership in the area.
Let's talk about the #1 seed overall. That is UConn.
It's time for the #1 overall seed to get their tournament underway. And they're off to a quick start.
There really wasn't a whole lot to not like.
Abby Williams scores again.
You know, we played a St. Francis team that knew they weren't going to win, but they actually played. And they competed and they played hard. And that helped us.
Second round action, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
The second game, we knew what we were in for. We knew what the tone of the game was going to be.
A big collision. Looks like Stewart took the worst of that collision.
Yeah, she took a little bit of that in the face. I think right on the right side of her face. And you'll feel that for a few days.
When Stewie had to sit down, it was good. We needed something to challenge us.
My team responded. They kind of brought the game to another level.
You know, I came out of that game feeling pretty good. You know, I went into the game going, oh boy, you know, I hope. But I came out of that game feeling, you know, I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good.
Lemonade or should I get water? Lemonade. This looks good. What are these?
The co-op is a really important place to hit before you hit the bus. Definitely get your sweets in there, and I love my sweets.
You gotta get here early because Kia and Nurse will take like 12 packs and they'll be gone. So.
Kia steals all the trolley crawlers.
If you stock them, you don't have to ration. Very true.
And you got to get there fast because everyone on the team likes them. So, you know, she might have got me this time. Just this time.
Hey, it's March. Where else would you rather be? Spring training in Florida, 75 degrees, shagging fly balls, or in Albany, probably still a foot of snow on the ground. off or he's going to get tush off. If you're down at spring training, it's not good if you're a college basketball coach. It's been 5 months. You know what you're good at. You know what you're not so good at. And I don't know that you're going to get that much better at the things you're not good at.
Give me 34s here, 32.
So I think it's more just emphasizing what our strengths are and trying to hide what our weaknesses are and make sure we're in the right frame of mind. Stu, remember your freshman year? Stu was the most valuable player for Baylor her freshman year.
I think the feeling is just that you want to get to the game. And I remember feeling that as a player. And, you know, it's different in this round of the tournament. There's a lot more media around. There's a lot of cameras around.
So what's his first 2 tournament games been like for you?
It's different. It's going to be exciting. It was kind of odd since we've been traveling so much this season.
So I've seen a couple games on the internet, but not much.
And we need to make sure that we control the paint. No problem.
So, you know, I think our older guys are doing a good job of trying to keep the distractions at a minimum.
Game over.
Oh.
You got that on camera, too.
I ain't drawn too. All right.
I like the intensity of it. I like how compact it is, and I enjoy the way that it unfolds on you. Get over here, early, good. Let's go again. The practices take on a different tone. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. That's not right. Good. Be a nurse. Get your ass moving early. Go, there you go, good, good. And it's forced on you, whether you want it or not. And, you know, I want it.
What do you do to take that away from them?
He said more.
Yeah, he asked one of our defensive players that question.
All right, well.
Welcome to the NCAA Women's Championship from Times Union Center in Albany, New York.
I mean, when you go to practice every day, kids tell you by their actions, this is what I want, coach.
Kia Stokes has really played well. That was pretty.
Kia Stokes is exactly where she wants to be.
Stokes again. Wow, 3 blocks already. She's been in the game about half a minute.
Her blocks per minute throughout her career have been extraordinary.
Kia wants to come in and help us defensively. She wants to come in and block some shots. She wants to come in and rebound the basketball at both ends of the floor. We put her in a position where she can be successful. And she's taken that and run with it.
I didn't want to touch it, I just want to get in. Okay, so we're in the cold tub because it helps your muscles become less sore. That was a 40 points in the paint. Oh! What the hell? Me and Kia have this punch that by the end of, by the time Kia leaves, she will be engaged. That's false. Her boyfriend is gonna propose to her. That is so false. That is true. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Give me 2 years. It's not. They've been together for like 2.5 years. And they're done with college. Right. This is the next step.
Put it down.
Oh, no, Robert, right now.
If the picture is right now, it's okay.
Trap, trap, trap. Rotate, rotate. Good. Getting to the Final Four is not easy. Quicker. If it was easy, there'd be a lot of other people that would do it. I don't take it for granted.
That Elite 8 game is the toughest. You're 40 minutes from the Final Four. I think he said he was nauseous all day.
Can overplay some things and get some ball pressure. I don't care how many times you go, that Final 8 game is really hard and it's really meaningful. You know, my hardest job is making sure I don't let the players know how nervous I am. There's 40 minutes between something we really, really want, but those 40 minutes are not going to come easy. Teams at this stage do not lose. They have to get beat. So if we want to be playing next weekend, then we got to come out here and knock them out. All right, let's go.
Listen up. What we're doing to start the game, we're going to start with pop. We may hedge as well, and we may hawk. But right now, it's ice, all right? And that's what we're running. Because everything they do is real quick, all right? So we have to play quick on defense. We have to think quick, talk quick. We have to move quickly. Transition is very, very important. We can't let them get out and run it.
slowing Dayton, just continue to attack.
And Dayton has retaken the lead.
But they are not backing down.
He gets it. Now one person's put a hand up. Not one. Hey, if you guys need a breather, you're going to have to let me know. This is going to sound crazy, but let's go 5 blue.
Stewart swats it away.
Look out.
Boy, she on fire. That was a beautiful shot. Nicely done. And she hits it.
It feels like all the momentum is heading in UConn's favor.
What happened tonight is absolutely, probably the absolute best thing that could have happened to us. Another game like we had the other night would have just been pointless. What happened tonight gave everybody that watches us around the country, we gave them an understanding that we're a lot better than people think, and that we're at our best when we're challenged the most. And those mothers challenged us tonight. And this was exactly what we needed, and that second half was exactly the response that we needed. And I can't be happier for all you guys in the way we responded. That was damn good, man. We had a good meal. We had a good meal last night. Cafe Capriccio. It's pretty good. It's like an old-time Italian place. Looked like my mother's basement. I just had some pasta. They make their pasta homemade there, so I had to test their pasta. Look, any Italian kid that tells you anybody's food is better than their mother's probably doesn't have long to live. So nobody's food is as good as my mother's.
First of all, he's been to more Final Fours than I've had practices, I think. So let's not put us two in the same standards here. I'm trying to get to where he is. If we're similar in one respect, we're always looking for perfection. And both of us probably know we're never going to get it. But boy, the journey is fun to stay on that road.
Today is pretty much like a recovery day. We have to make sure we talk to our teachers, get our academics in order, get assignments ahead of time, turn things in ahead of time, because we could potentially be missing a week of school.
Today's just about relaxing, getting your mind back focused. You have to watch film with coach.
I don't know what happened here. This time of year, all the teams that need a lot of time to shoot the ball, they're home.
We watch the Dayton game, and then we just kind of see the things that we need to improve on.
There's just one mistake after another.
I learned from whatever mistakes we made.
I was out of the lane when I threw it. I passed it. Look at, I passed it. I passed the free throw line.
Now, that was pathetic. That's good play by you, Sinai. Run to the other side.
You go into the weight room, recover with Kimball.
Okay, you're gonna go 8 each side.
Make sure your muscles are working right.
She usually makes the shakes. Mariah usually takes 2. Stewie should probably take 4.
Oh, it measures you?
Ooh, fancy.
Measure yourself.
Height on this team is always very controversial depending on who you're talking to.
Look how far it went down.
For example, Kalina.
The media guide lies.
Okay, get off.
It says I'm 5'10". I think I'm 6 foot with shoes on out there.
She tells everyone she's 6 foot.
Yeah, no.
69 3/4.
You're 5'9 3/4.
No. I always wonder why I have to get a shorter height and everybody else gets a taller one.
What the heck? She's taller
I bet you it's dawning on them right now. This is the Final Four. They just want to play. They're anxious for Sunday night to get here. Everybody has a plan A, but plan A ain't going to work in the Final Four because the other teams are really good. So your plan B better be as good as plan A. What's happening? ESPN production.
What's good? Hey, Coach, how's it going?
What's going on,
I'm a huge fan of yours. You got any of those rings? You wear any of those rings?
Nope.
You get one more, you'll be able to go to the beach and wear all 10. We'll be walking around.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey.
I know, I was like, hey.
I don't think there's any magic formula that allows you to predict when your team is going to peak and play their best basketball. We've had some teams play unbelievable basketball in the Final Four. Better basketball in those 2 games than they played all year long. And if you'd ask me, well, what did you do to make that happen? I would tell you, I don't know. It wasn't anything different than I've done every other time.
Is he out there?
This is all a whole different world for these guys when they come here without some big-time seniors that have been here before. I don't necessarily remember the last time that we've had, 2 starters that hadn't played in the NCAA tournament the year before. Now all of a sudden, they got to make every play. Playing such key roles for us, I don't remember being in that situation. Oh, boy.
One last thing. We get to go out and tell our story tonight. We get to go out and tell our story tonight. You go out and show them what Maryland basketball is all about.
It's the #1 9-time defending national champs, the UConn Huskies, taking on 34-2 Maryland. Huskies scoring 90 points a game, winning by an average of 42 points per game. A historic margin of victory. Nice dish, and it's Jones for an easy 2. Brown on target.
How about we take away some of their layups? Why are you sleeping out here when those guys are doing what they're doing?
Stewart seems to save her best basketball for this time of the year.
The last 2 Final Four Most Outstanding Player awards have gone to that young woman.
How about this? We're going to keep running circles until they figure out how to guard that.
Tuck on the back down. They're not going to stop that. Here's Tuck. Strong drive.
Is there a spot on the floor where Morgan Tuck has not made a shot tonight?
I don't think so.
This is the time right now, right? The next 4 minutes. This is the time, the next 4 minutes. And we got to get all 5 of you have to be in the lane rebounding. 1, 2, 3.
Look at Jefferson win the rebounding battle, the smallest player on the floor.
And how hard does Mariah Jefferson play on every possession?
Jefferson, her 3. Yes, on that. Jefferson again undaunted for 2.
She's going to be a problem all night. That is the heart of a champion.
It's not been easy, and you guys have played a lot of minutes. I know that. I know that. Just end this thing the right way.
UConn impressive as ever tonight. UConn about to go after championship number 10. They're in the final again.
Good job. All right, let's be that on Tuesday.
Tuesday night's going to be a little bit harder than today. They're a much better team than they were when we played them in December. Everybody good?
Yep.
All right, great job.
Kids are all right.
Let's go. Together, 1, 2, 3.
Together.
I'm excited about this whole thing because I know that my time doing this is limited. I'm not 35 or 40 anymore. I don't have, another 20 years to go to the Final Four. There's only going to be maybe this one. There may not be another one after this one. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it as much, if not more, than any of the others. Like my mother said, it's not bad you lose. Why not let somebody else win? Why you got to win every year? Let somebody else win a championship. That's what she said to me. Why you got to win one every year? That's why nobody like you. That's what she said. I felt better. Usually you feel better once the game starts. Leading up to it, then you feel sick.
We can sense some nerves, on both sides.
It is what it is. We know what we've done. We know the magnitude of what we've accomplished here. It just is part of who we are. I do know one thing, it gets harder every year. There's no thought of, this is a given.
Ready for the opening tip for the national championship. 5th consecutive year these 2 schools are meeting in a Final Four. And this is for the title. Stewart, the jumper, floats it in. Stewart goes down. Nobody touched her. She hit the deck, and she's in some pain. And Brianna Stewart just kind of collapsed on the floor. A very positive sign she's on her feet. But that was an awkward fall.
Stewart, you're setting screen, sprint to the corner, we're going to get you.
You wonder, too, about Stewart and that ankle, her jumper on the way. Well, I guess that answered that.
Listen, when we come down now, we got to start getting some movement, because our movement will get us the mismatches that we want.
Here's Tuck. Stewart rolling to the ball.
How good is that? Just keep moving.
Jefferson driving right by Allen. Boy, did she burn her.
She just does that so well.
We just got to work harder on our movement. Every time we get good movement, we get a good shot. But the game's kind of become a grind, staying around. So.
Defensively, anything standing up to you?
No, our defense has been pretty good.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Good.
Listen, I think you guys can get an open three right here, okay? So let's run hammer.
Kalina Mosqueda-Lewis with a three. They have just been breaking Notre Dame's back beyond the three-point line. One big triple after another.
This is why we practice the way we practice. And we're going to win it with our defense now, right?
Notre Dame to put it in. And Jefferson with the depth. Picked it away from Lloyd, and she lays it in.
That is one tough cookie right there, folks.
In what way?
4 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's 2 here and there, and there's 1 in the middle. Everything here is wide open.
UConn's made 5 of 8 beyond the three-point line in the second half. Kalina buries a two-pointer. The Huskies are up 11. Geno Auriemma joining John Wooden and Phil Jackson as the only coaches in major college or pro to win 10 championships. 17 seconds left. They're already celebrating. UConn has done it again for the 10th time.
The very first one we won, and my biggest worry is I don't want us to be a one-hit wonder. I don't want to just win one and then not be on the scene anymore. Getting there is not as hard as staying there. I'm really proud of that, and that's something that I think I'll appreciate more still when we're done.
The thing that I'm most proud of is that you guys really grew up during the season. A lot of guys grew up. It's not necessarily passing, shooting, and cutting stuff. It's the obligation that you have to your teammates and to your program, to this program right here. Because once you're part of this, you're always part of it. Once you do something like this, it changes everything. And that's what I want you to take away from this. That's who we are. And when things get tough, we become really good. When we get challenged, we're even better than we normally are. And Kay's leaving, Kia's leaving, and the rest of you guys that are coming back, you guys got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. More than you think, more than you even imagine. But that's for another day.
Yeah! I got it. Right?